Hello, hello. I must be live. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I am, there we go. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I am on my phone. I don't look the best, so I am not showing my face as of right now. I had a couple things that have been on my mind I wanted to talk about as well, so excuse me for that. Anybody in anybody out there? And if you are out there, please share this out. I know it's going to take a minute for people to show up, so. And I'm surprised I could go live straight from Zoom on my phone. Now YouTube does not work out that well on a Wi-Fi here, and so I figured try Zoom to see if it's going to work, and so far so good, it's working. I'm very happy about it. Whoop whoop. So anyway, since the last time I was live at a pond that had geese and ducks and fish and everything, and I was with my family. And ever since then, I've been working on changing my diet up, which is going to really stink because it's going to make me feel kind of bad until everything kind of clicks and switches over to getting ready to lose weight. I have an exercise bike that I've been riding as tolerated, and I'm not pushing myself too hard on it. I've also been doing what I've been doing has I've been on TikTok a good bit. I've been working my little rear end off, and I am now, as of right now, over 1,600 followers over there. And those that do follow me, I want to thank you guys for all the support. Here is my TikTok if you would like to check it out and show some support that way as well. One of the reasons why I am doing TikTok is because it takes a long time for videos to upload onto YouTube. It does take a lot of tedious time to work on editing videos and to have it upload, because based on what my thing is for my internet. So yes, it is really hard for me to get any videos to upload to YouTube. With TikTok, it does it from my phone. It doesn't take nearly as long because all the videos are a minute 60 seconds or less. And it is such a different type of platform for me that I can be really, really creative. It's not that I'm going to stop doing anything on YouTube. It's just I'm slowed it down. And now I've got so many platforms I plan on working with as far as going live and streaming. And so it's going to be kind of a struggle at first because I'm going to be doing so much more with what I have and the things that I do have. I'm very grateful for. But I will say this: the last 2 or 3 days has been kind of really, really rough. I've had someone basically attack me for asking the question. This person, I will say, has a tendency to always exclude me from things, disconnect me from things, doesn't include me when I get links to or asked to be invited to go to play games, whatever the case may be. It's not about the game. I love playing games. I love being included in things. But when you send me things and then you all of a sudden, it's about everybody else, and I'm just a wheel on the side, that kind of makes you feel kind of bad. And so I've gotten to where anytime anybody does that, I kind of pipe up. I might say something smart-assy. And when I do that, this person gets really aggravated at me because of the fact that I even ask a question. And so I come back to this question because this person took a break to try to stand up and say something. Because it happens all the time. It's not just this, that, and the other. Another person today in the chat decided to start their bullshit about saying that it's all about me, pointing fingers at me. Everything's about me, apparently. That's so much damn bullshit that I can't even begin to tell you how much bullshit that is. And what the last straw was today, I come in this person's chat, and with the person that was streaming is the one that I was having issues about feeling included, not excluded. And I had asked the question the day before about something that this person loves to say, just talk about one specific person rather than talk about people that are right there with him talking to him. He does that. This person loves to do that. So, of course, I pop up and say, what about me? I'm getting tired of it. Maybe it's because you need to be a little bit more open to the fact that when you got people that you're talking to on a stream, whether it be in a Zoom call or somewhere else, don't treat them like they're the third wheel. Don't act like they're not there. That they're a fucking shadow to anybody. Because they're not shadows. Everybody should be treated equally. And I haven't been for a very long time. But anyway, speeding back up to what happened earlier today, I come in, I kind of ask a few questions, and I've said hello, of course. And then I was like, well, what's going on? Because this person looks at the chat and keeps going about their business. Doesn't say hey back initially. Then this person that loves to talk about how I'm a psycho, everything's about me, pulling this bullcrap, passive aggressive behavior type of shit all the time with me, comes into the chat and starts saying, not now, to me. And keeps trying to have some kind of authority over me the entire time. And I said, look, because this person, we were both moderators at the time, this person tried to act like they had authority over me. I was like, look, the only person that has any kind of say-so about anything, especially in these chats, is the host. You don't tell me what to do. And then, of course, a fight ensued the entire, about 20-30 minutes. This person kept on doing their bullshit. And, of course, I still had to stand up for myself. But I wasn't going to leave and make her feel like she won. Because she didn't win. I'm still besties with this person. I'm still friends with the person that likes to make me feel lesser than everybody else. And it's not right. It really ain't right. But that's okay. Because I know how he is. I know how this other person's going to be. Because I already know I'm going to get backlash for this, for me even saying anything. It's quite alright. But you know, I could have been a bigger person and walked away. But then that would also mean that I don't get to watch my friend in his finest moments, whether it be just in the game or stream or whatever. I don't get to witness that and share that experience with him. That's what has made me feel like I probably should not stop doing the support that I do for him. Because I've always been there. For the last 3 years, I've been there for this person. Yet, he makes me feel lesser than. And there's a lot of things that have been said to me that I don't get. It's just like when I talk about things that has happened in order to try to get them resolved. This person likes to bring up, did it happen on down the road? Or did it happen just yesterday? Well, no. It's been an ongoing thing. Well, if it didn't happen yesterday, it didn't happen today, I don't want to talk about it. I forgot about it. It's water under the bridge. The point that I was trying to make for this person was the fact that they say that, and you haven't heard encouragement from this person in a while, and you haven't been their actions have been totally different than what they have said 2 years ago, and I'm supposed to remember that shit from 2 years ago. Kind of hypocritical there. Don't expect me to remember something that you said and how I'm supposed to be made to feel by what you say, and don't judge you based on your actions to come back at me when I do say something about, hey, I feel like you treated me like shit, dude. What the hell? He forgets about it. Water under the bridge. Everything is supposed to be hunky-dory like nothing ever happened. Which is really fucking upsetting and disappointing at the same time. It's like you tell me to do one thing, but you're doing the exact opposite of what you just told me to do. Not fair, not right. But okay. And like I said, this is a test stream. I kind of wanted to get that off my chest, and I know I'm going to get backlash, and everybody's going to say, oh, it's drama. No, it's not. It's me standing up for my side of everything because of the fact that this person, or these people rather, like to run their mouths. And this person, this happened on the live stream. This stuff can get looked at and replayed. Oh, and another thing. When you got somebody you supposedly have as a top moderator or a team of moderators, you're supposed to talk to each and every one of them. Whether it be in the group chat, whether it be in an email, something. When you talk about, oh, I don't want this happening today, this is something that needs to be gone. You tell the person that it's directed to, and you tell the people that are your moderators it's supposed to be a team. When one side, when not everybody gets the communication, you're only showing a slated situation. You're not showing the entire situation. Which means it's going to make you look stupid when people find out you're the one that's doing that shit. When you're the one that started it. To cause that kind of emotion, to cause that kind of whatever, hurt feelings or anger towards you, whatever the case may be. Unless you just don't want to talk to them anymore, in which that case needs to be brought up to that person to say, hey, leave me alone, completely leave me alone. So this is me getting this off my chest. I guess you could consider a wing talk. When shit keeps happening, and this is another thing, I will never, ever get told like somebody has authority over me, like I did tonight, earlier tonight in somebody's chat. I will not put up with people slating things and trying to hurt me yet again by your actions, the decisions that you have made. Go ahead and do what you're going to do best, and go ahead and do what you feel you think is right. But I'm not going, you're not authority over anybody but your family, your kids. You don't have any authority over me. So don't tell me what the fuck to do. I am a moderator in that chat. You are not going to tell me what the fuck to do. And I've been named so many times as the top moderator. Who are you to tell me what to do when you have been a rogue moderator in that chat before? Not only in that chat, you've been in other platforms for that same person doing things that a moderator shouldn't do. And yes, I am ranting. Yes, this is out in the open. I understand that. I know I'm going to get backlash for it. I don't care right now. I know all it's going to do is push away this person from trying to be friends with me. But when you're in the wrong, you're in the wrong. And I felt bullied and treated like shit in your chat for no reason other than the fact that you wanted to show backlash to what happened the night before. Which all I did was ask a question. Asked if I was included in the fact that I was part of, quote unquote, his peoples. That's all I did. And I got that shit, and then I tried to stand up for myself. The stream got shut down. He blamed me when he should have blamed himself for not addressing the issue like an adult, instead of trying to shut me up and get me even more riled up and upset. Me, I should have handled it different. And I'm sorry to the people that had to see all that drama bullshit circus that they decided to do today. It had nothing to do with anybody else but them wanted to attack me. I'm supposed to be this person's closest friend. I've known this person for over 3 years, and I trusted this person up until recently. I've been disrespected. I've been put down. I've been called a narcissist, a psychopath. I've been told that I broke souls. I've been told all this shit in the last year. Nothing was ever done about it. I reported when it was necessary to report, yet nothing was done, and I had to sit there in silence, and that is not going to happen anymore. When something happens, I will say something. I will call it out like it is. I will bring it up. Because I'm tired of suffering in silence, and I'm tired of being bullied into silence. Just like that video, This Is Me. I'm tired of it. And I'm going to be who I want to be. And I'm going to do what I need to do. Because it's not right. And I'm over it. I really am. When it comes to my channel, hey, Carrie Ann. And yes, y'all are probably going to be looking at this like, what in the hell happened to her? In the last few days, things have been going on, and I just let it all loose. And don't worry, Carrie, it has nothing to do with YouTube. It has everything to do with people, and certain people wanting to cause drama. I have missed you, Carrie Ann. It is so good to see you. And yes, this is a test to see if this is going to work. And as of right now, it is working. But yes, I am. live here on YouTube. I said I would do this, and here I go. A lot of times people say don't go live when you're upset because you will say things you will regret. But the sad part is I've learned to get used to this crap. Unfortunately, I've gotten used to this crap. And it should never be that way. You should never be used to being treated badly by someone who's supposed to be your closest friend. And hey, my RP Life, it is good to see you. Many blessings to you guys that are in the chat. If you want to, please share this out. I'm probably not going to be on too terribly long, but I am going to be here for a little bit because I missed you guys. And what I've got in the chat above, I am on TikTok. I am working on getting towards 10K followers right now. I'm only at I'm very close to getting 1,700 followers on TikTok. I kind of blew up on TikTok. But I'm not all about that. I'm just there to have fun, and I've been having fun on TikTok. It's shorter videos. I could be more creative, and yeah, I kind of feel like that's part of my element. Things that I want to do on YouTube are just not feasible because there's so many restrictions on the creativity. And I can understand that when people are getting paid for it. What I don't understand is the harshness and severity of some of the things that they do have. So there is my link to my channel. That's what it's supposed to be. Yeah. All of this stuff is supposed to be fun, but I don't get it when someone thinks it's okay to say something in such a way that it degrades or demeans somebody, and you try your best to get it resolved, nip it in the butt so you can have fun and do what you're gonna do and support people, and it just turns out to be just a snowball effect. This person will not listen, this person will not. They're like, well, of course, you know, hell, I want to stay away from drama. I want to stay away from the people that do harm to me. But I'm not going to sit here and allow people to, especially somebody who's been doing this kind of thing, going live, talking shit about me, calling me all kinds of things which aren't fucking true, and they get away with it, and this person who's supposed to be my closest friend still sticks up for them. I even got accused by this person of being a troll to myself, if that makes any sense. I got made fun of by this person. This person done a lot of bullying behavior and has been recently especially been doing passive aggressive behavior, and it's just aggravating. Hey, Canadian Witch. Yeah, it is sad, Carrie Ann. It's sad that there's people out in the world that may have the best intentions and they turn it around and make people feel like shit. Initially have the best intentions. Oh, we're going to be close friends. We're going to be like this and that and the other, and calling each other every day, talking to each other every day, actually talking back and forth every day to nothing at all. Exactly, Carrie. In Canadian Witch, yeah, it still goes on, and yes, I know that I'm just like adding fuel to the fire, and I'm trying not to. But with what happened tonight, it's making me take a stand. I've already made stances. If you guys do not know, I have took down the joint merch store that I had with Ghost Dog. I'm letting you guys know that now. I did. So the link for it is gone. All the merchandise that I worked so hard to collab with Ghost Dog to put together, those images are still saved. But they're not in the store to be sold. Just Jim, hello. And with what has happened, it's made me realize, yes, I could have reacted differently. And I'm sorry that I acted the way I did. But you're not gonna have anybody if I had beef with, and I'm just making an example. If I had beef with Canadian Witch, I would have gone directly to her privately. Nothing been said, in response to whatever I've said. And if it was a real problem and it kept happening, yeah, I'm gonna call it out as it's happening. I think anybody who's fed up with it would have done the exact same thing. When that person is not willing to listen, it really shows their character. And then they try to make it out like they're trying to stay away from drama, but they've instigated it. When I've asked a question, I basically got treated like crap. I was talked down to a lot of times, and I was told to stop it today. When I had somebody try to act like they had authority over me, I wasn't going to let that person mess with me anymore. I'm tired of their stuff, and I told them flat out, you do not have authority over me. You cannot tell me what to do. And they claim I was the one that done the drama when I had no idea what the hell was going on. Nobody communicated with me. As per usual lately, this person does not communicate with me in a way that they should. Exactly, Just Jim. And this other person likes to play that card game. Oh, she's all about drama. She's all about all about her. Huh. When you're in a room full of people and you're by yourself and nobody's talking to you, nobody's actually including you in the conversation, how is that supposed to make you feel? How is it supposed to make you feel? Are you the strong people will not say a word and walk away without giving reason. The people that, just like how I am, I've always been supportive. No matter what you throw at me, I do what I can until there is no ounce of me being able to support something as hard as I've been supporting people. Exactly, Carrie. And it's because people start drama with me is the reason why it keeps going. And this is me having a reaction, sitting down and actually trying to have an explanation about it. Yes, just Jim, and I understand that. Wouldn't be wasting your time on that. And I get it, I probably should have done that. M.O., hello, it is good to see you. And so I've learned to start because of where I have been on YouTube and all these platforms. I'm learning to stand up for myself. Exactly, Carrie. I've learned to stand up for myself. And because of this situation, and it's not the first time it's happened, y'all. It has not been the first time. I'm at that point where I cannot just keep myself in silence. Hence the reason why I say bullied into silence in that video that I've done. This is me. It was meant to shock people. It was meant to get people to think about what is going on. I'm bringing in a character, a persona, and it's a darker side of me. The one that's happiest, kind of happy in the anger, and bring that energy into a creative movement rather than keep bitching, keep fighting with these people who act like they don't give a damn and still call me their friend. Oh, trust you me, this stuff is going to stop at some point. Whether or not it just be me doing it or them or whatever, it's going to stop. And I appreciate that, Carrie Ann. I really do. It definitely was meant to shock people. And a lot of people stood up and said, this is how I felt with people even recently. You didn't have to say a word. Yeah. With that persona, it's gonna be like, you guys see me when I'm with people, I'm kind of a smartass. Awesome Epic Adventures, it is so good to see you. I am testing out Zoom on my phone to go live on, because the internet is so unreliable here. The regular YouTube app will not work. So you just see my name on the screen. You hear me? I hope you're doing well, and I have not seen either one of you guys in a while. I hope everything's going well for you guys. And yes, I am going to be going live more here on YouTube. It's going to be more fun than me just vocalizing what's been going on with me. I've been, from October to the end of December, beginning of September to the end of December. I've been in 5 different states, even if it's just traveling. basically, I was in a situation where I was kind of promised that I would get help to be able to get a job by the first person. I was to help take care of the house because this person wasn't always going to be there. You know, do things a person with a roommate would normally do. But there were certain criteria that I needed. None of them were met. I was always stuck at that place. I had no communication with anybody for a month. That sucked. By the time I was able to, there was a lot going on the social media side, and my name got dragged through the mud, and I wasn't even around. No way for me to stand up for myself. I've had to walk 5 miles back from where I got dropped off at just so I could use the internet to be able to communicate with people. Lots of studying. That's awesome, awesome, epic. And then from there, somebody was very, very kind to help me come get me and take me from West Virginia, where I was at, all the way to South Carolina. Stayed there, got a job for a little while. Things ended up not working out, and I came back home day after Christmas, I think. Yeah. And so ever since then, I've been at home. I've kind of shut myself out because I'm kind of rattled still from this whole adventure that I've done. And I call it an adventure because it gave me a lot of experience. It's taught me a few lessons. And it's been really one of those things that sometimes you just have to try before you are able to make it. And ever since then, I've been playing games. I've been working on other social media platforms, and I've been just all over the place, testing things out, working on things, and just been trying to keep my mind occupied. And a lot of times, the stuff that I've dealt with, especially here recently, has been so aggravating. It really has been. And sometimes you don't have anybody to talk to. I know people say, you can always talk to me. Well, sometimes those people that say you can always talk to them always have something on their plate that's heavier than what you're dealing with. Me, when it comes to that, I won't go to people. When it comes to what sometimes I deal with, I won't go to those people because I know that it's just putting more burden on their plates. Yes, spreading those wings. That's exactly what I've done, and I hit a brick wall. And it's one of those that I was like, what, deal with what you got to deal with. But along the lines of what I've been working with and working on, I've been I've just had a lot of stuff that's been really, really good. And some things have been hard on me to talk about. And yeah, you guys will probably remember the story or the things that I told you guys about my past. With Mother's Day coming up, it has really been kind of bothering me lately. In the US, Mother's Day is next Sunday, I think. Yeah, it's every second Sunday of May. And then Father's Day's every third Sunday in June. So, yeah. But yeah, what is up with everybody else? Let's catch up a little bit and see where everybody's been at. And hadn't seen everybody in a long time here on YouTube. And you guys, this is going to be the start of me getting back into YouTube. Once or twice a week, I plan on going live here on YouTube, but I'm also going to be on other days of the week. I'm going to be rotating what platform I'm going to be on. Sometimes I might go on 2 different platforms in the same day. And just trying to get back in the swing of streaming like I had been. And I love you guys, I love to stream. You guys that have seen me for the longest time know this. And it's been really hard not to be there, to be able to stream. The more I grow, the more that I'm seeing supporters. I need a YouTube holiday. Just Jim says started working nights at a different site 3 weeks ago. Oh wow, Just Jim. But I will come over and say hello. Oh, I appreciate that, Carrie Ann. Just Jim, I know how it feels not having days off because I used to live and work at a adult care home. I was the live-in caregiver. I got used to it, got in the swing of things, and then things would start happening, and then things would get chaotic, and then they just go through this vicious cycle. But there was a lot of times I didn't even have a day off. I would go for 3-4 months sometimes without a day off. So I totally understand, and like I was there 24/7. Oh, that's cool. You've been doing podcasting. And I'm working another double 16-hour shift. Good Lord, Just Jim. Workaholic there. But that's awesome, RP Live, that you're doing podcasting. I guess you could kind of say this is a live streamed podcast because you cannot see my face. I've only got my name up here. Oh wow, Just Jim. Yeah, I remember those days where like people would call and say, "Can you do this?" And I'm like, "No," but I do it anyway. I'll fuss and bitch to the bitter end, but I still do it. And yeah, guys, I'm really not about drama. It's just drama has found me, and I'm sure drama has been everywhere. With the pandemic that has happened, that we're still in the middle of, people have gotten more grouchy, and people have changed in a lot of ways that you normally wouldn't think they would change. And I don't see it as people having shown completely their true colors. I think what they're doing is because they are stressed out. They're dealing with a lot. People, hell, my family's been touched by the virus. Hey, Carol. People are having a hard time dealing with the fact that they're stuck at home. Dealing with the fact that where they work at is no longer there, or they just don't have enough work for them to do, and they have to kind of lay them off temporarily. And that is kind of where even my dad, where he works at, electronic engineer. The place where he works at don't have enough stuff for him to do, so he's been out since Tuesday of this past week, and now yeah, he's not going to be able to work this coming week because there's just nothing for him to do. And I understand the stress of what everybody's been having to go through. I've been dealing with it being stuck at home for the last 3 years, 4 years, something like that. I can't even remember. It's just been one of those times that you want to say something, but then it's like, wait a second, I may have miscalculated. But yeah, I don't foresee everything changing back to the way it was before the pandemic started, where everybody had been locked down. I foresee a lot of complications going on, even as we are in that process of trying to get back on our feet. I see a lot of problems there. I see a lot of problems with places that have closed down trying to come back, and then I see a lot of more stuff going on with the pandemic. Cody, it's good to see you. How's my nephew doing? Hope you're doing well, and I hope you're staying out of trouble. So yeah, I feel like people are most people are in that state of survival mode rather than being themselves, their true self. And a lot of times, being in that survival mode, no, they don't care about anything that's going on except making sure that they have the essentials. And so that's why I feel like a lot of people have been kind of messed up. And I'm not saying that's an excuse for everybody on social media. Social media is hard anyway. But I can say, I can kind of safely say this: if the pandemic never happened, I don't think things would be the way they are now. People's reactions would be different. I think more people would be getting along instead of butting heads. And I think a lot of people are just tired. They want to progress. They don't want to backslide. And it feels like a never ending backslide. I guess if anybody wants to come up and chill, you're more than welcome to. Just send me a private message on Twitter and I will make sure to send a link out. Definitely wanted to get some of that stuff off my chest. I'm feeling better. And now I can move on to some good stuff. I remember saying, um, excuse me, um, basically, um, I wanted to ask you guys if there was any way possible, if I can ever get my OBS to working, I can use it to record the games that I'll play and show you guys my reactions. You guys get to see like some of the good stuff that, you know, the accomplishments that I've been doing on games. I'm wondering if you guys would love to see me play games on here on YouTube, because that's where the majority of my stuff will end up being put. And if you guys are up for it, I'll start doing that. And play games. There may be some that I'll be playing games with others, and you guys will probably hear some guests on my videos of me playing with other people. It the type of games that I have quite a few actually. I've got Among Us, I've got Assassin's Creed, I've got this sniper game. I will say thank you, Ghost Dog, for showing me this game. It's called Sniper 3. This game, I will say, is very much a mature game. I would not want any kid under the age of 16 actually playing this game, to be honest. Ah, Redneck Connection, hello. It is good to see you. Got 5 people in the house, guys. Please share this out. Let everybody know I'm live. And yes, I have my camera off because it's late at night. I'm tired. I don't want to fix myself up, set everything else back up to be able to live stream. So I tried my phone, see how it worked. And with the Sniper 3, it's like Call of Duty, but also kind of Grand Theft Auto-ish because you get to steal stuff. And let's see. You got that going on. Then I've got Phasmophobia, which is a really freaky game if you're into watching people jump. Phasmophobia, you get to hunt ghosts, but it's sort of like hide and seek. The only thing is, if the ghost finds you, it gets to kill you. And then I've got a game that it's of its own entity. It's called Devour. Basically, a cult leader ends up starting to obsess over a demon. The demon kind of like takes over the cult leader, and your job is to figure out how to release the cult leader from the hands of the demon. Problem is that there's just so much going on in the game, and there's 3 different styles. The latest one is in an asylum. The asylum is weird. And then we've got I've got a game called The Forest, which is you, and if you're playing multiplayer, the other players are all in this airplane together and it crashes. and you crash land in a place you don't know. No city or anything. It's all wilderness. Your job is to survive. Reach out for help and try to survive. Comes complete with all these horrible monsters. And it becomes one of those things that you're like, okay, what the hell am I supposed to do here? I know I got a few others. Got Sign of Silence, and then I've got one called In Silence. Both of them are basically you got to be quiet in the game. Because you've got monsters that are trying to come after you. They detect you by sound. Phasmophobia is similar, but it's a totally different thing. But you're supposed to get the tools needed to either escape or to fight. But those are really similar. I've got one that I've not really played much called Be Haunted. And of course I got House Flipper and a few other games. Sounds like my dream some nights. Yeah. I know I've had the same thing. Trust me. Nightmares suck. Boy, have I missed it on YouTube. I need to get myself together to get even the videos that I've done. I've done a few D live streams where I've investigated, and I still need to edit them and send them on over to this platform as videos. I really, really do. What was the airplane one again? It's called The Forest. It's a horror type game, but it's also a survival game. In the beginning, you got to set yourself up to build a shelter. You've got to build fires. You can build furniture, tools. You can craft anything to try to get yourself in a better situation where you can survive. You have to hunt, cure meat, cook meat. You have to make sure you're getting drinking water, and not the kind of water that is going to make you sick. All kinds of plants. Some of them are good to eat, some of them can hurt you. I mean, it gets really intense. It is on a program called Steam, and I think it's just for the computer. I'm not exactly certain. I'll have to double check and get back to you on that just yet. Yeah, and it's not just a single player mode. It definitely is not just single player mode. It is one that can be multiplayer, which is really, really nice. And some of these games, if you have issues like me with internet, some of these games you can play offline without having to worry about any of the internet issues. I know I've played a lot with Ghost Dog on his live streams, and there has been some interesting reactions from me, and some people have kept saying, do your own like YouTube videos and stuff of this, and I'm like, I don't know about this, but we'll try it and see. I don't know how many views it'll get, but I think just incorporating it to this channel is going to be my best bet, because I don't know about you, but I get confused on a lot of people's channels, which one's the gaming channel and which one's their channel. So I'm going to keep it all on this channel, so nobody has to worry about where everything is at. And like I said earlier, for those that have just come in, I plan on going live almost every single day during the week. Where I go on the platforms, I couldn't tell you. I'm just going to wing it, I guess. The only one that does not change is on Wednesdays, 11 o'clock in the morning. I do weigh-in Wednesdays, and I have a co-host, and that is Mary Wolf. We have decided to do what, especially since we're trying to lose weight, and I want to encourage people on their weight loss journey or weight journey, whether it be gaining or losing. Just be there to motivate each other. If you like it, do it. Yeah. And y'all are going to be laughing your asses off at me. I already know that. I've been working on being more open, but trying to be funny. With my interactions with people in general. If you do it, the people will come. Now that sounds kind of familiar. Yes, she is awesome. I'm very happy to have her as a co-host with me on Weigh-In Wednesdays. That is something that I've always had a hard time sticking to a plan to begin with. And when I got not motivated anymore is when, like, I'd stop. But having somebody there to kind of help me with it is actually a good thing, because I'm less likely to just give up on it. Very good concept. Very, I feel like it's much needed, because people are now trying, because of the pandemic, some people are trying to get healthier for their sake to avoid the COVID. So people are also looking for, like me, looking for encouragement, motivation to keep going, because sometimes it's easy to give up. Redneck, if you build it, they will come. And that Weigh-In Wednesdays is on my Twitch channel. Let me put my Twitch in here. Yeah, I am trying to build up my other social medias as well, so you guys will probably see me throw up links here and there. If you don't have to, but if you already have the app for any reason, it does not matter. Check it out. Give me a follow. I don't know if it's going to show up as a link. But yeah, that's the link address. But yeah, you are more than welcome to go ahead and follow me there if you want to be a part of it. Otherwise, I'm going to be chatting there as I do on all my platforms. And yeah, get to chit chat about everything and anything. If I don't have anything to chat about, I'm probably not gonna do stream that day. But yeah, I plan on. I've got 4 different platforms that I can go on. Oh, you're good, Carrie Ann. I totally understand. And because I'm the type that is going, it has all these different platforms, I'm not necessarily worried about building this. I'm just worried about making sure I have content to give to you guys to enjoy. And whether or not, just sitting down, having fun, and just talking crap, kind of catching up, play catch up with everybody. Sometimes that's gonna happen. That'll probably I've also got Trovo. I've got DLive, YouTube, Twitch, Trovo, and I've got TikTok. All those I can go live on. All those, I will not always go on single one of them, but I'm going to try my best. I'm going to see how much energy I have to do that. Hell no, we won't go. But yeah, just in case you wonder where I'm at, there's those. Let me get my TikTok. I don't know why that started, but okay. I don't know if you guys heard it. But and if you are so inclined, if this thing will stop messing with me, that is my TikTok. I'm at 16, almost 1,700 followers on TikTok. I can go live now. But I've been having fun making videos over there. They're 1-minute videos, whether it be in a reaction or interaction with the other video, or just my own little videos. Sometimes I'll put pieces of a YouTube channel or the videos off of my YouTube channel I can put over there for guys on TikTok to be able to watch. So, yeah, it's a lot of hard work to get even noticed on TikTok. But once you start going through the motions, and it's the same recipe as it is everywhere else, if you want to grow, you've got to put yourself out there and network. Go to live streams, go interact on people's videos, talk, say something good about the video, give it a like, share it out, show that support to those people. And in turn, a lot of times, those people who are about the connections and not about the numbers will follow you back and do the same thing to you. It's the same, like I said, it's the same recipe for everything. You just got to get yourself out there. And I encourage people, if that's what you want to do, be a part of social media, and you want to grow, that's kind of where you need to be. You need to network, reach out, show people that you're there, what you're about. And I'm sure, like, Redneck could probably tell you the same thing. Networking is one of those things that you kind of not even sometimes it's not even sometimes a whole lot of networking. Sometimes you could be hanging out with people, get to know them, become friends, and go to their streams, go to their videos. People start noticing you there. You don't even have to be all in for people to start noticing you. But yeah, there's a lot of people that have asked me, how do you do it? Well, the key to it is networking, getting to know people on various platforms, and in turn that does help you out. For sure. I encourage people, if they want to stream, want to make themselves known, that you're starting out, that's where the key is at, getting to know people. And on the other hand, I know people are shy, and I understand that. But sometimes you gotta push yourself. Sometimes the thing you fear the most, and I learned this the hard way, the thing you fear the most is what may be the best for you. And yes, I probably said the same thing over and over again because I got stuck and I didn't know where I was going with it. Sue me. It's been a while since I've live streamed, initially live streamed. And you guys, I had something happen the other day. I don't know completely if it's paranormal, but it was enough to startle the shit out of me. I said something about this on Twitter. I talked about it on somebody else's stream, but this happened, I think, just yesterday, to be honest. My friend, it was already windy a little bit outside. My door for the entire day kept opening up when it gets that windy because the door thing's messed up. It keeps opening, so we shut it, kind of go about our business, everything normal. Me and my mom were sitting here. Door decides to open. That's not what the strange part was. The front door decides to slam shut. Not just shut, it slammed shut. Me and my mom looked at each other. My mom thanked whatever thing that we could not see for shutting the door. Ever since then, for the rest of the day, we didn't have any problems with that door opening up. And so I'm kind of like, okay, what the hell's going on? And of course, me being who I am, love the paranormal, I kind of investigated just a little bit. I've done kind of an EVP session. EVP is different than SB, and a lot of times people get it mixed up. EVP is electronic phenomena, which means, and it's supposed to be without the aid of anything else. Well, I reviewed that footage that I had, the recording, which I have unlisted on my YouTube. I have a necrophonic app session. Same thing. It's up on YouTube, but it's unlisted, so I would have to give you guys the link to go check it out. There's a lot that was being said in the necrophonic app, and when I done the EVP session, I had to up the ante on the volume. Not only that, I also went to my editing app, up the volume that much more on the editing program. I didn't mess with it at all. I just was listening. Something said, "What is that?" It whispered it. Barely heard it. The spirit opened my bathroom door one night in my apartment, scaring the heck out of my cats. Yes. And this situation is very similar to what I experienced in West Virginia. If you guys don't know, I was up there for about a month, and I was alone in the house with the pet of my roommate, which I was basically taking care of at the time. I had the door shut, had all the windows shut and locked and stuff where I was sleeping at, which is upstairs. I come downstairs at the time to talk to my roommate because we had talked about things that were going on and needed to be talked about. Well, that day I was, I guess, dealing with a lot of mental bullshit. And because of that, I was like really down and out, like really crying, like. And I've had a medium once told me I was considered a soul weeper. The reason why I'm saying that is because when I get sad or I feel an emotion, I don't just feel it like most people do. I feel it all the way down to my soul. Every fiber of my being, when I'm sad, I'm sad. I'm completely sad. And it's really hard to get out of it. And it's kind of like that with the other emotions. And with the fact that I was that upset and whatnot, and I had come downstairs to talk to my roommate later on that day after I've kind of I finally reassured myself everything is going to be all right. Went downstairs to talk to him. All of a sudden, that my bedroom door slammed shut. Hey, Joyce, good to see you. That's pretty cool, Redneck. So yeah, I was like, well, damn, something's trying to get my attention, and that's kind of where I went ahead and done a EVP recording. I also done a Necrophonic app recording. I didn't post them publicly on YouTube. I've got them unlisted. I have yet to review the Necrophonic app, but like I said, you can hear something say something in that, and I was by myself. I was the only one there. Do you think this is true? Well, I totally believe that the first spirit box was somebody turning the radio. I truly believe that. People will still to this day they don't have the resources or the funds to get a spirit box, so that's what they do now. So yeah, I don't doubt that a bit that it was the first considered the first spirit box. One day we might just discuss different kinds of equipment and just kind of, see what, even in Redneck, I would love for you to be up there because we can also talk about stuff that I remember you've told me stuff as like a substitute for the equipment that most people use as paranormal investigators. That there's something, there's an alternative to it. And I would really love to get that input too. But it's so good to see everybody. I'm happy that you guys are here. 5 people up in the house. Good Lord. I guess we're all not owls. But yeah, between having a hard time with what was going on the last few days, actually this whole entire last year, over a year now, between that stuff and then real life stuff happening, and then trying my best to do what I needed to do for myself, which it helped. Got lessons learned. Yes, redneck. Yes. So I'm kind of, you know, trying to still keep going. And that's one thing that people who are doing the streaming, the videos, and all that got to understand. Never give up. I mean, take breaks, take long breaks if you have to, but don't ever give up on the things that you love to do. I mean, I've basically been on kind of a hiatus from streaming. This is kind of like my first stream back. Well, it's not the first stream back on YouTube because I've went ahead and done a YouTube live before. But when it comes to being on multiple platforms, that's going to be hard to do. It's going to be so confusing. I don't know which way I'm going to go. But you guys never know where I'm going to be at when, except for on Wednesdays at 11 on Twitch. Be doing weigh-in Wednesdays. That's the only thing that I've got set in stone. The rest of it is going to be whichever platform I decide to pick, basically. Oh, that's cool, Redneck. Got a few things to... And yes, I smoke still. But yeah, I'm bound to determine joy. I'm going to keep going. I think that's one of the things some people liked about me was that I never gave up. As crappy as the internet is, and very limited to what I can do, I'm still trying. I'm still going, and I'm still making it. I consider it a success when I even can stay live for more than an hour. Just Jim says I'm going to stick to YT on YT for myself. And that's cool. I mean, do whatever you feel comfortable with. And you guys, I know I've had a lot to say about DLive and the fact that there's a lot of things that's happened recently on DLive within the last few months. Things are starting to be more open, and you can see where the discrepancies are at. Yeah, I kind of said I wasn't going back to DLive, but I plan on spending time there and still being a part of DLive. I am a verified partner on DLive. Still to this day, I've done my celebration stream on DLive for my verified partnership. After that, I really didn't stream. I was supporting everybody else. Oh, that's awesome, Joy. But yeah, you guys do not have to follow me anywhere else. As long as you're following me here on YouTube. And now some people have to double check, because I had been off of here for so long that it started unsubscribing people. Which is really kind of saddened me that it's unsubscribed to a lot of people. And I've had, hell, the This Is Me video, I had several people come up to me and say, I was subscribed to you, and now it says I'm not. What's going on? It's probably because I hadn't been as active as I should be. Yeah, DLive is kind of a they call it cryptocurrency type thing, and it's not the it's a little more lax than some things, and other things it's more strict, and then it gets to the point where I say its inner politics tend to get in the way of a lot of things that can be great. Aw, thank you, Redneck. I hope to one day make you laugh your ass off at me. Took me ages to learn how to make a comment. And then I've got Trovo. Trovo is similar to DLive, but it's not exactly like DLive. It works differently. Bottom line base is similar to DLive, but they're no relation to each other. And then you've got Twitch, which is like the YouTube of streaming. No, not a problem, Joy. But yeah, I plan on doing a lot. I ended up making somebody chuckle. Tonight, somebody was feeling down and out, and one person made a comment in the chat, something about something that scarred people for life type of thing, just even thinking about it. My reply to it was, hell, I would go up there in all my fat ass glory the same way up on the panel just to get a laugh out of the host, because the host wasn't having a very good day. People were laughing their asses off at me. I didn't even really say hello to anybody. I just said that shit, and people were like, what the? Yeah, I've gotten to where I'm that kind of funny. When something happens or something is going to take a sad turn, I'm starting to learn to make people laugh. And it is one of the best feelings ever. And I have learned to be such a smart ass that sometimes people don't know how to take me and will attack me. It does take a while to learn new platforms. It does. But, I wonder. Hold on just a second. Yeah, somebody made a comment to me. And I do want to say, my thoughts and prayers. I know some people are not in the loop about this, but I'm just going to be general, no specifics. My thoughts and prayers are with people to those that have lost loved ones. I know a lot of people have lost loved ones, especially over this last year, and it's been even harder because of the pandemic. Because there were so many restrictions, and it's been hard on everybody. But my prayers go out to those that have lost loved ones and lost, I know some people have lost their homes, because I was at the end of September, beginning of October, I was losing my place to live. My roommate was losing his place to live because it was just an inability to pay the rent and to keep up with all the bills. So he ended up moving the same day I was moving. And there was a lot of issues. I know how it feels to be scared about losing homes. My girl's all grown up. I appreciate that, Ken. I've my prayers out to those that have lost, their home, their job, loved ones. I mean, there are some people that have lost almost everything. And kudos to the ones that have stood up and just kept going. I know it's really hard, but you guys, it's just, you know. And I do want to say, I'm glad to see the communities getting together to help each other out when in times of need. Okay, Joy. And there was something that has happened today that I didn't think would ever happen. Somebody I know that is a streamer ended up getting banned, even if it was like a 24-hour or a week ban or something. They still got banned off of their platform because they were doing something that's what has been done over and over again, and they considered it on this other platform a violation of the copyright, and I totally disagree with that. Which is kind of stupid anyway, that they would do that to them, considering there's been a lot worse shit going on than just copyright issue. And, well, shit happens, gotta move on. And then, it's just, this whole year has just freaking sucked. For not just like me or, anything like that. It sucked for everybody. I'm just hoping, and I kept saying 2020 was going to be my year, our year. Hell no, it wasn't our year. Jumanji just decided to jump out of the book, out of the movie, and out into the real world, and somebody decided to play with the dice and start the game. It's just been crazy. But I see a lot of people surviving and making it, which is kind of cool. Which is pretty cool. Not just kind of. So that's basically all my little updates and rant and raving of the day. I'm very frustrated still, but I'm over it because, like I said, I'm used to it by now. I get aggravated like everybody else. We're all human. 2020 just jumped off a cliff, yeah. No kidding, just Jim. No kidding. And this year has, I will say, in my area, a lot of people have had bad weather in the south, period. But where I'm at, we had 2 or 3 different tornado warnings. We literally had to get shit together to hold on to because tornadoes were coming around. The last time that happened was when I was a kid. 30 years ago, basically. And I've seen people that I know dealing with already where they live at, naturally they get tornado season rears its ugly head at them. It seemed like it was amped up this year. And it makes me sad because you don't know what's going to happen. Things are going to happen at the drop of a hat, and you never know where all of it will fall. You just never know. But I think I'm going to get off of here for now. It was great chatting with you guys. I will be live again at some point again this week and I will be on YouTube. I'm not sure when. To give you guys a heads up, I may, before I start my stream, or that day I may plan it, I will post on my community tab and let you guys know ahead of time, so that way you guys don't gotta worry about it. But thank you guys for being here. Got 9 likes, 5 people up in the house. It's been really awesome to see you guys. I miss you guys. And Just Jim, I hope you have a good night. Stay safe and try not to work too hard. Famous last words, huh? But much love. Always remember, you never know what's out there till you spread your wings and fly. Take care, guys.